Welcome everyone to the MasterMe client review video. We do these videos to let others know about the work that we do on the course. And I'm very happy to have Yvie, a previous client, with me joining me today. Hello, Yvie.
Hello.
So Yvie is a very talented teacher, and she has been frustrated with the way and nature of her work, the system and things like that, and wanting more freedom and flexibility in the work, and came to me when you were pretty confused, I'd say, about certainly what you wanted and certainly the next steps to take. And yeah, I think we've got to a really amazing place. But so let's start with that point there where we first met. How are you feeling, and what sort of made you feel like you needed extra support?
Yeah, so basically spot on. I am still a teacher, but I was wanting more. And I really felt like I had, and still do, of course, have more to offer. But I just didn't know how to harness it. And I knew, I was a pretty self-reflective person even prior to meeting you. So, but almost to a fault, like so self-reflective that I was just getting really lost, and it just felt like it was kind of there, but foggy. And yeah, I have a love for children, of course, but also for people. So it was just a case of, I guess, just harnessing that, reining it in, and sort of having some clarity, seeking some clarity. Kind of like I'm 32 in December. So there's this phenomenon, I think, around this age where lots of big life stuff is kind of around the corner or is currently happening, and you're just not sure what you want to do. And I think COVID definitely played a role. Like, holy crap, is this it? Is this what it's going to be? Now it's just, it has all just, like felt right. The puzzle.
Perfectly. Yeah. That's great. That's a dream result. So when you think about where you're feeling now, that confidence and clarity about moving forward in your life professionally, and also within the relationship, and also sort of tying into your whole life almost, is a very holistic approach we've taken, versus how you felt, starting this course. How would you compare the difference, and how would you describe that?
I think I'd said to you at the very beginning in that sort of initial consultation on the phone, I want to feel lighter. Like I want to feel lighter in the mind and lighter in my heart. And, this idea of that kind of heaviness of those thoughts and where you're going to go and what are you going to do? And I'm going to disappoint everyone.
Yes.
I can safely say, like, there's an exhale, there's just this exhale, this definite feeling of lightness. And I think what I should mention too, which I found probably the most surprising, was this idea of, it's going to sound very, very woo-woo and quite cliche, but meeting yourself again.
Yes.
Like this idea of an old friend, like, where have you been? Oh, like, there you are. Yes, you were always there. You always had the answers. You always knew what felt right and what you needed to do, but you just needed someone to kind of hold your hand to get there a little bit.
Last question. How would you describe the course to someone watching this?
Okay. I guess it's part professional, part personal development, whereby you see your clarification is sought, I suppose you could say. It's all encompassing. And I think you've got to be prepared for that. I think you come in perhaps wanting one part of your life, to be clearer, which there's no doubt that will happen if that's going to be your focus. But it's also important to recognize that all the other facets of your being come into play, because one cannot operate without the other. So just be prepared for, of course you're going to need to do the work, but also be prepared to dig a little deeper into yourself, and go to places that might not feel comfortable, but ultimately discomfort is where the growth lies.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, it's really, you know, time after time, it always comes back to balance. And if you're like really out of balance, you're not gonna do so well long term, at least. And so we try to take a really holistic approach and sort of no stone unturned. And hopefully the result is that you feel complete and also completely clear on where you want to go.
Yeah. I might also add, which might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I think the reason why the course works is for obvious reasons, in the sense that there's a lot of work behind the scenes that has gone into the program, but also something should be noted about you being the facilitator of that program. I think you feel quite safe. You're obviously like a quite humble, very zen dude. And I think that was one of my reservations, you know, like, oh, is he gonna, you know, car salesman, like life coach guy, like I don't know if I'm down for this. And it was entirely the opposite. It was just a very lovely conversation, a chat with a friend almost, and it was in those sort of very, very calm, you know, bead moments. It felt like guidance as opposed to a big sell. And I think that that's something that people should know. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Yvie. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You know, it's just about providing the tools and the space for people to do the work themselves ultimately. And a truckload of questions as we just inquire about what could be better here, or what could be a faster route forward, and what could be another way forward. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today, Yvie. I really, really appreciate it. If anyone wants to contact me or are interested about hearing anything more about the course, you can send me a direct message or email me at bead@masterme.com.au or visit my website, www.masterme.com.au. Thank you, everyone, and see you soon. Bye.